So comfortable, and no one seems to hold me like you do.
Good morning. I hope you're having a really lovely day whenever you're watching this. I wanted to film a little video where I shared with you some of the self-care things that I do when I have a day off, like my Sunday, just a do-nothing day. I'm not always home, so when I am, I really like my space to smell nice. I love the ambience it creates and just the mood it puts me in. It really makes me relax. One of the first things that I do every single day is, of course, feed Coco and Lola. They have to have their breakfast.
You're so wonderful. A star could never shine as bright as you.
Once I see about them, I start my day officially. So after I take a shower, get all of those things out of the way, I like to do something a little fancy on my do nothing days, like make my water look a little bit extra. So I'm doing some lemon water with some chlorophyll. This is really good for digestion, detoxifying your body. On a normal workday, I will not have the time to do this. I would just have plain water. But whenever I have the time, I love to just do something a little fancy and, romanticize that little aspect of my life.
Shine as bright as you. Even the dark days still see light. Even the birds.
While I have my fancy water made, I am going to go ahead and do a little word search. This is something that I absolutely love doing. There are so many benefits to word search, and this is the All Things Girly word search book. You can find it on Amazon. In case you did not know, I have my own stationery brand, and this is a product that I created because I love doing word search, but I had a really hard time finding a word search book that was cute, fun, girly with things that I would actually like, and that's why I created my own. So if you would like to check it out, I will have it linked down below. But there are so many fun topics like Taylor Swift, morning and night routine, what's in my bag, different countries of the world, and just so many fun puzzles. It is such a great way to unwind, and like I said, after a long week of just staring at my screen all the time, always being on my phone for social media things, this is really relaxing, and you kind of just zone out while you're finishing up your puzzles.
Sing at night. Every word just comes out right when I'm with you, with you. I feel so lucky I met you, and I still can't believe that I get to see those eyes for more than tonight. Swear you must have fell from the sky, and I feel so lucky I met you. It's not logical the way I feel when you walk in the room. When you walk in the room, it's not optional. How gravity just pulls me right to you, to you. Even the dark days still see light. Even the birds still sing at night. Every word just comes out right when I'm with you, with you.
After I do my puzzles and take time for myself, literally just doing whatever I want, which is nothing really on my days off, I like making something that is fun, easy, but still healthy. And again, I don't have the time to do this on a usual weekday, so that's why I just make all the fancy extra things on a weekend and really just try to romanticize my Sundays. So I am making shrimp ceviche, and I am going to be using some oranges, lemons, and lime. Cut that shrimp up, and I'm using, let me just say, frozen shrimp that is already cooked because I am just not going to handle like any kind of raw seafood. Even though the citric juice is supposed to break it down and naturally cook the shrimp, for me, I would not use raw shrimp, so I would use the cooked shrimp, but still adding those citrus juices to it. I'm going to go ahead and pulse some of that red onion, as well as cut up some cucumber and pulse that as well. And then finally chop up some cilantro and tomatoes. I try to make a new recipe at least once a month, so this was actually the first time trying this. I've always wanted to make ceviche, and I love shrimp. This is also really easy and does not take much time at all. You can also add avocado if you have on hand, but if you don't, you can just use these ingredients. Something else that I was missing was jalapeno, but you can go ahead and add like pepper sauce or something to it to just add a little extra kick if you would like. Or if you don't like spicy foods, just forget about the jalapeno. But this was so easy. Oh my goodness, and it tasted absolutely amazing. This also pairs really well with some tortilla chips, so of course I had it with that, and that makes it even much easier to make this dish. You guys need to try it. It's so yummy, and what makes it better is that you don't even have that much cleanup. It is a light fun, quick and easy lunch meal that you can make on your day off.
There's some heavy weight on your shoulders. The sparkle walk right out of your eyes. Some seasons of life might get colder, but I miss summer days and we laugh till we cry. Wear those freckles, your badge of honor. Go barefoot, you know you wanna, darling.
Something that I've grown into the habit of doing at least once a week, especially on my Sunday, of course, is a foot soak. This relaxes me, and again, it gives me that time for myself that I would not ordinarily have. I have one of these foot soaks. I think my mom had it and then she gave me it. So I filled it up with water and then added some hot water. And yes, my kettle is pink. If you don't have Epsom salts, a little tip is to use Listerine. The blue one especially, it just makes everything tingly and it feels really refreshing. But this is just a reminder that I need to get some Epsom salts. And my cats are so curious whenever they see this coming out. Next up, I'm adding some dried flowers because again, it's all about romanticizing little aspects of your life that you would not normally have done. And I love that a little act of just adding those flowers, it just makes everything feel a little bit more luxurious. Of course, you don't have to go and buy flowers. You can just get flowers from outside and toss it into it. So some things that I love using with my foot soak: this foot grater, which basically removes all of that dead skin, and then this pedi scrub, which is basically a pedi in a sponge. I love this so much. It's really inexpensive and I got it on Amazon. Of course, I will link it down below, and I usually buy a few packs of these. It lasts about 5 times, but sometimes I kind of prolong it. And I basically use it every time I'm in the shower or especially when I'm doing my foot soaks. Then I have Dr. Teal's foot scrub and this Freeman, which is a cracked heel treatment that I put on at the end. So first up, I use this foot grater and it's so good. This is one of my favorite things to use because it really helps to get rid of all of that dead skin. And once that is finished, I will use the pedi sponge. So it has like a rough section where you could kind of exfoliate, and then the next side is a kind of smoothing, conditioning feeling. It scrubs really well and lathers really well. This is like, you guys, I can't even tell you how fun this is to use. If I don't have time for a full foot soak, I would use the pedi sponge in the shower, and it works really, really well just to like give my feet a little love. So I will soak my feet for a little while again, and then I will use the Dr. Teal's. This is an Epsom salt scrub, which is really good, especially if you don't have Epsom salt already in your foot soak. It feels really nice to give my feet a little massage and some TLC. If you don't do this, this is definitely something I really recommend, because when I incorporated it into my Sunday routine, like my do nothing days, like this made me feel so good and just got my feet ready for the week. Of course, this is not a pedicure. This is just a foot soak. I get my nails done professionally, so I would not be doing like a full pedicure at home. But this definitely is so relaxing.
Take a load off, you don't gotta show off. You can let your hair down, set it free. Give yourself a chance to breathe. Take a load off, you've been going non-stop. Ain't nobody else you need to be. Let's go wild, you and me.
I would normally soak my feet for about 20 minutes and then I will dry it, add that foot cream as well as a pair of fuzzy socks, and that is basically like my little foot soak routine.
Cancel all the plans in your schedule. There's nowhere that you need to be. Sometimes letting loose is essential. Windows down.
That is basically what I do on my do nothing Sunday reset days that are just filled with so much self-care and romanticizing those little moments of my life. I hope that you enjoy this video. Let me know in the comments down below what is one thing that you like doing on your Sundays to just reset and take care of yourself. Don't forget to also subscribe so you won't miss anything. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye. Mwah.